Hey all, EC here, and today I want to talk about something that kind of annoys me with the Switch 2. It's something that obviously I've made a YouTube short about. It's gotten like 20,000 views, so I want to talk about this in this video. So, as you can see, we've got the YouTube app installed on the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, anyone who has a Switch 2 will know this app does not actually work on the Switch 2. So if I go to try and use it, look, it will come up saying, could not start the software. Visit the Nintendo support website now. The Nintendo support website for more information. Support.nintendo.com. There's a QR code. Right, obviously, this app is still able to download from the Switch eShop, because obviously the Switch 1 and Switch 2 eShops are the same eShop. They are linked via your Nintendo account, and obviously a lot of Switch 1 content is available to actually download on the Switch 2. One big issue I've noticed is there are some games that just say that they're not available for purchase on Switch 2. I've only seen it with a few games. One I remember seeing it with was Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy. That one I saw you couldn't download to Switch 2. Well, I said it wasn't available for purchase. I'm not sure if it still is saying that or what, but that's what it said for me when I tried buying it. But yeah, YouTube, I mean, there's a reason for this. There's obviously an obvious reason for why the YouTube app doesn't work on the Nintendo Switch 2, and that is largely the fact that this is a new system. Now, for those who don't know, when you get like a new iPhone or a new Samsung or whatever, there's actually updates for YouTube, for the YouTube app, for them to actually run on that software, on that hardware. Likewise, because obviously stuff like iOS, when they release a new iOS update, that's across all the iPhones that are currently compatible with that mode. And obviously stuff like YouTube will be updated to actually work on those newer firmwares and those newer softwares. With the Switch 2, it's largely because it's a new system, and yes, it runs a lot of Switch 1 software, but I've noticed no Switch 1 applications. Like I know Crunchyroll, for example, works on it in America. I know Hulu works on it in America. These apps don't run on the Switch 2 because they're not compatible with the Switch. They've not been developed and updated to actually run on this software. Obviously, I'm not that good at, don't know too much about tech. Obviously, I know more about gaming stuff than I do tech stuff, but that's obviously what I understand is these are out of date applications for this software. And basically, the way they're going to fix it is basically YouTube's got to put out an update. Now, from what I remember seeing, there is talk that YouTube is going to actually do an update for it. Let's just hope it doesn't take a goddamn year like it took for them to actually release the YouTube app on the Switch 1. We are a month in. They have obviously addressed they're working on an update. Let's just hope it doesn't take too long, because obviously the Switch 2 is obviously a massively popular system. I know people saying the sales are collapsing and stuff. I understand that because obviously they've not really had many games and stuff. And this sort of happens with systems where they'll come out, it's huge hype, and then it sort of peters out, and then obviously everyone buys over time. But not having YouTube there at launch, YouTube being the biggest video platform in the planet. I mean, you guys are watching this on YouTube right now. Like, it's kind of dumb that they didn't have YouTube ready to go. At least YouTube. Like, I know Hulu is more technical because it's only in America. So I can kind of see why they didn't want to put all the effort on getting that one there at launch. Crunchyroll is not as big as something like, say, YouTube or Netflix. So I can kind of see why they didn't want to have that ready to go. But, like, YouTube is huge. It has, like, 2 billion monthly users. So, like, why didn't it have that available on Switch 2 at launch? It's kind of weird. But, yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Are you annoyed about YouTube not working on Switch 2? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.